All right, we are taking off. It is Sunday night. This will be part of Monday's video. Just a reminder, this is a week behind. This won't be up until my next Monday. So your guys' is 17th. Nope, excuse me. Tomorrow's the 17th. Your guys' is 24th. So if you end up commenting on this video and saying something, it might take a few minutes for me to respond because I'm not sure exactly what you're saying. The reason I'm doing the video right now is because this is basically my first moments of moving the fifth wheel, which I have the little tiny bars. I don't have the giant ones. I think pretty much everybody has the small ones now, unless you're driving an older truck. However, my fifth wheel was all the way back. So after moving the headache rack, I moved the fifth wheel ahead to those notches. So I was in the last two, now I'm in the way I was counting it from back to front. I'm in the third and fourth one from the back. And so far, I mean, definitely my first impression is I can feel a lot better in the steering. It feels a lot, let's say, a lot more reactive than what it was. Basically, by sliding the fifth wheel back forward, I put some more weight back on the steers. So now I'm definitely feeling more reaction. And it's definitely going to make a difference climbing up and down to get to the headache rack and to get onto the front of the trailer. But I still need to change the headache rack. I want a smaller one in there. I haven't quite decided whether I'm just going to go with a flat headache rack where I can hang some chains, or if I'm going to special order one, or just find someone that already makes it the way I want it. I basically want the same exact thing that I have, except for I want it about six inches deep instead of whatever this thing is, 12 inches deep. And I want the I-beams on the inside of the headache rack. I don't want them on the outside of the headache rack and then the box attached to the I-beams. I want the I-beams on the inside of the box. I don't put my tarps or anything in there, so I'm not really worried about that. And I can find a different way to fold my padding tarps so that I can still put them in there and keep them dry. But I definitely got to get rid of this headache rack. It's just too big for this truck. It's either get a smaller headache rack that'll fit on this truck better, or get this steering feels so much better. Or I end up getting the frame extended by, I don't know, 24 inches. That's what would make me really happy on this truck, 24 inches. But I don't plan on dumping that much money into this. I think this truck's going to become a dry van truck, and that's what my first driver that I hire on is going to do. But I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of drivers I find. If I find a driver that wants to do flatbed, then the smaller headache rack will do, and I can still get into pretty decent places, tight places with a trailer or with the shorter wheelbase. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys my first reaction. I'll end this clip here and I'll start up tomorrow's video. Yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, good morning, guys. So, I'm not going to sit there and watch him that whole time unloading. I think he just realized that the layer is completely banded together. So yeah, the steering went great last night. I got down here, it was almost 11 o'clock. I slept down the road at the TA, and then I got over here at 8 o'clock this morning. It's only a mile down the road, so it didn't even count me as starting to drive yet. So if it did, I would have had to do it as an 8-hour sleeper, but it stayed off duty, so I'm good. Now I just got to show my 30 minutes for loading and pre-trip, and I think these guys should be done within, I'm going to say about half an hour. It's 9:38 now, so they should be done by 10 after 10. We'll see what happens. Don't have anything planned for this morning yet. Just getting ready to start looking at the load board. And my throat started bothering me last night, and about 4:30 this morning, it was really bad. I think I got post-nasal. It's driving me nuts, but it took me a good bit to get this thing untarped and roll up everything, put everything away. Real sluggish this morning. My lower back's hurting a little bit. It's just the Monday morning blues. So we'll see what happens today.